We're on Megason Road right now, and we're leaving Lake County, so welcome to Sumter County, and also welcome to the Homestead Recreation Center. Welcome to the village's astronomy pads located right here behind the Homestead Recreation Center. You can pause the video if you want to read all the information. And so you can walk back here, but no bikes, no swimming, no dogs, no fishing, and no golf carts. So I found a little patch of shade over there to park the golf cart in. You can see the Homestead Recreation Center back in the distance over there. We do have some restroom facilities right here, and then off in the distance right there is one of our dog parks. Today is Thursday, April the 24th, 2025. So why are so many people leaving the Villages, Florida right now? And why are we thinking about leaving the Villages very, very soon? Let's step underneath this gazebo and get a little bit of shade, and we'll tell you all about it. What's up, everybody? It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and currently it's about 83, 84 degrees, and I think today's high is going to be right around 88 degrees. And I just checked the 10-day forecast for the next 10 days. The weather's going to be pretty much just like it is today. The lows at night are going to be in the mid-60s to about 70 degrees at night. But during the afternoons, it's going to be in the upper 80s to the lower 90s for the next 10 days, and no rain in sight. So why are so many people leaving the Villages right now? Hey everybody, my name's Michael. Welcome back to our channel. My awesome wife Tiffany and I, we're just a couple of pre-retiree empty nesters who decided to go ahead and move to the Villages, Florida full-time a little over a year ago. We live back in that direction down there in the village of Lake Denham, and it's my lunch break. I work for myself, so during my lunch break I try to run errands, or I like to go find a spot that I can kind of have my lunch and take a little walk and stuff like that. So that's what we're doing over here at the Homestead Recreation Center today. We're at the astronomy pads, and so there's the entrance right up there. On the other side of the astronomy pads is the dog park, and then off on the back side of the Homestead Recreation Center, there's also another very nice nature trail and boardwalk that we like to go on whenever we can. So the Villages, Florida is currently home to over 150,000 residents, and the Villages is continuing to build new neighborhoods, new recreation centers, and they have enough land, from the rumors that I've heard, to build for the next 20 to 30 years plus over there in the current future Eastport area, and they're going to keep on expanding over there towards Center Hill, Florida. So when it's all said and done, eventually the Villages will be home to over 300,000 residents, but a lot of those folks do not live here year-round. So that's the main reason why everybody is flocking or leaving the Villages right now as of April 2025, and that's because they want to escape the heat, they want to escape the humidity, they want to escape hurricane season and go back home up in the north, or maybe out west, enjoy their summers, and then they all eventually will flock back to Florida next fall and next winter. Well, Tiffany and I, we live here year-round, 12 months out of the year. We were born and raised in the Southeast. We've lived in a lot of coastal communities in the Southeast. I grew up in Galveston, Texas, on an island as a kid. She grew up over there in Savannah, Georgia for a little bit as a kid. We lived in the Carolinas pretty much all our adult life, raised our family there. Our son went to a coastal college. So we love the beach. The beach is definitely in our DNA. It's our happy place, and we would love to live the beach right now. But we've been around enough hurricanes to know that we really wanted to be in Central Florida so we don't have to evacuate from those hurricanes, and we just didn't want that high cost, that high expense of insurance as well too. So why are we thinking about leaving the Villages? Well, a few months ago, Tiffany and I, we did a video talking about our top reasons for moving to the Villages, and we absolutely love living here, especially as pre-retirees that don't right now get to take full advantage of everything the Villages has to offer. But what we do like is on our lunch breaks or in the evenings or in the afternoons or, you know, on the weekends. There's always something going on, whether it be live music on the town squares or just getting out for a nice walk at one of the recreation centers. So we also mentioned in that video a few months ago that one of the top reasons why we picked to move to Central Florida was we like to travel. So living in Central Florida, especially where we live, is pretty darn awesome. Matter of fact, it's awesome because it's very easy for us to get out and explore, whether it be road trips, you know, going to the beach or going to a theme park. We've got great airports in Tampa and Orlando, so we got a lot of future travel that we'll be sharing with you here on our channel. And then we also love to cruise. So there's a lot of cruise ship ports all throughout Florida. You got some there in Tampa, you got some down there towards Miami, and then our favorite cruise ship terminal or port is Port Canaveral, and we're getting ready to do a lot more cruises, a lot more meetups in the future, and we would love to have you join us. All right, let's take a quick lap around this little loop here and share with you a little bit about our summer travel plans and our meetups. So last Saturday was the running of the squares, the 5K event, and thank you again to Team Awesome for showing up for that 5K and for our meetup afterwards. We had so much fun, you know, meeting some of you for the very first time, and a lot of you now we've met 2, 3, 4 times and getting to know you a lot better. You're getting to know us better as well too, and so it's just a great time of food, fun, and fellowship. And we got together afterwards and did our own little award ceremony. And Tiffany and I, we're going to be sitting down really soon to record something in addition to all the footage that we shot that day to share with everybody here on our channel. But right after that 5K last Saturday, the next day was Easter Sunday. So we got our son in town, Tiffany's parents are in town, and we've just been really busy with family time. And then Tiffany, every spare hour that she's had basically during non-working hours, she's been out with her parents and our Villages sales agent as they are looking to find their very first home here in the Villages, and they've looked at dozens and dozens of homes. So they're in town for a couple more days, and after they leave, Tiffany and I will sit down and then record something to share with everybody on Team Awesome. But at last Saturday's meetup and the meetup prior to that, and then on our social media pages like Facebook and through emails, a lot of you have reached out and said, hey, why don't we do some other meetups or some other group events? Let's go to a theme park. You know, we'll do some awesome things here in the Villages, but let's also do some awesome things outside the Villages. So we shared with the folks last Saturday. They were the first to hear about this, and then we shared it with our everybody that signed up online for our newsletter, and now we're sharing it with everybody here on YouTube. And that is, we're going to start doing future cruise excursions together. And matter of fact, we have one. It's really short notice, and we only have a couple of spots left. So if you're interested, go check out our website. We're going to take a 4-night 5-day cruise out of Port Canaveral. It's a little Bahamas cruise. We've already been on it. We've had an awesome experience. We're getting ready to take another solo cruise by ourselves very soon, but this will be the very first one that we offer up to our awesome community. So there's a form on our website. It is really short notice as far as if you're interested, you got to fill it out and get that information back to us no later than about Saturday morning, and then Tiffany and I will reach out to you because we're actually coordinating all these cruises. We're not working through someone else. We had some other folks reach out to see if we want to partner up, but we want to do this and kind of keep this in-house with our awesome community. So if you're interested in that cruise, it's the last week of July 2025. Now's the time to get signed up. All right, it's getting pretty hot out there on that sidewalk, so I found a little patch of shade underneath these 2 palm trees. So a couple of things to share with you about this upcoming cruise the last week of July and all of our future group cruises going forward. And number one, we're going to kind of cap these and keep these kind of small. We're probably going to have between 10 and 30 cabins max going forward. Again, Tiffany and I, we're going to be doing all the coordination ourselves. We really want this to be an opportunity to get together, to fellowship. It will allow us to get to know you better, allow you to get to know us better, and more importantly, it'll allow you to meet some other awesome people. So we will do some group activities together. We'll have some times that we'll have group meals together, but then you'll also have plenty of time to go off and do your solo stuff if you want to go on some excursions when we get to port, or if you just want to have a meal by yourself. But we will have that opportunity to do group things on these group cruises, and we don't want to make these things so massive where we don't really get that opportunity to know you a little bit better. So that form will be up and live until Saturday, and then after that I will take that form down, and then I'll put up a brand new form for future cruises, future theme park meetups, and then also future pop-up meetups when we do road trips outside of Florida. And we do already have some road trips planned for this summer. You know what? On second thought, I'm going to make that other form for future cruises and future meetups. I'm going to go ahead and make that form live as of today, as of the publishing time of this video. So there'll be 2 forms on our website until Saturday, and then after Saturday there'll only be 1 form. So if you want to go with us on this this cruise the last week of July, you got to get that form filled out no later than this Saturday. But then you can fill out the other form anytime if you want to go on future cruises or meetups at theme parks here in the greater Central Florida area, or for our road trips. And we do have a couple of road trips planned inside the state of Florida, and then we're also going to be going outside of Florida. So we would love to do some pop-up meetup events. So if you're interested in any of those, fill out that additional form and then make sure that you click the button there so you can receive our future newsletters and updates. So again, short notice, but we would love to have you join us. We only have a couple of spots left, so it's first come, first serve. Go fill out that form if you want to go with us on this cruise to the Bahamas the last week of July. So I'm going to put my sunglasses back on. I'm going to finish my lap around this. My lunch break is just about over, and so I'm going to try to get this video edited and posted later on this evening. If you haven't done so by now, make sure you smash the thumbs up button, drop us a comment below, hit the subscribe and notification bell so you never miss any of our videos, and then do us a huge favor. Share this video and share our channel with other awesome people that are looking for fun and positive content, or if they just want to know more what it's like to live in Central Florida and the world's largest retirement community year-round. Hope you have an awesome rest of your week, and we will see you in the next video.